Hello, I am going to go through this week's exercise. I realized as I read through the textbook that the instructions are very confusing, and I apologize for that. So I'm going to show you exactly how to do what it is you need to do in order to complete this week's assignment. I'm going to go ahead and open up Tableau, and then I'm going to connect up to a file. It's going to be a text file, and it's going to be a text file called Superstore that actually lives in the zip files that you should have downloaded from the website. So I will go to text file. I think there's an Excel file there too, but the text file is fine. And I'm going to go directly to the directory, which is Superstore. There it is. It's a CSV file, which is why I have to say text file. So I'll go ahead and click on Superstore and click on Open. If you haven't downloaded those files yet, go to the website and download those files and you'll be able to get to each of those. It's a big zip file and it's divided into the chapters in the textbook. So you'll want to go to chapter 2 and go to Superstore and load that file up. Once the file loads, you'll be able to see all the fields here and all of the, the first rows, several rows. We'll go ahead and click on Sheet. There are 5 things we need to set in order to set up our map. And one of the things that we'll have to do is we'll look at profit twice, and then we'll look at state, because we want to look at state by profit. And then we'll use the latitude and the longitude. These are generated fields that Tableau has generated for us, which will allow us to complete our map. So the first thing we'll do is we'll go ahead and click on profit, and we'll bring profit over, and we'll drop it on color. Okay, so profit is going to be colorized based on the level of profit, and that's why we want to drop it on color. We're also going to use profit again as a second field, and this time profit is going to be a label. So we'll take profit and we'll drop it onto the label field. And that will allow us to utilize that field in 2 different ways. The other thing we're going to do is we're going to use state for the detail. So we're going to go find state, which is the bottom of this first column here, and we'll drop it onto detail. So now we have profit, and state set up, and you can see the different colors and the detail, and it's set up by state. So there should be 50 entries there. Now we want to actually put it into a map, and we want to put it into a map. We're going to come down here and we're going to use these latitude and longitudinal values that are generated, and that will help us build our map. So the first thing we'll do is we'll take longitude and we'll drop it up here into the columns. Ooh, there it goes. Now we're getting a bit of a color, but it's still only one dimension. So we'll want to take our other dimension, which is latitude, and we'll pop it up under rows, and there we go. We get our map. This time I did good. Last couple times I've been getting a terrible error message that basically says I couldn't generate the map, even though it had already generated the map. But that is how we can generate a map of profits by state, colorized by the level of profit. So you see that the lower profit is gray, and the higher profit is blue, dark blue. Texas is very dark blue, but the negative profits, those are kind of yellowish or orangish, and it gives you just sort of a colorized map. Let me know if you have any questions, but if you just follow through this, you should then be able to actually come up here and say File, Save As, and save the file, and you can submit that as your submission for this week's entry. Or if you want, you can just do a alt print screen, drop that into a Word document, and just send that in. Your choice. Okay, let me know if you have any other questions. Thanks.